Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. A lot of folks are finding this current market of uncertainty and certain other things happening out there that's making the business challenge. It's harder than it ever was to close the sale, keep your customers, all those things. So I'm starting to put on my what do you do in a recession kind of playbook. And so we've got Jamie Gier here from DexCare. Jamie, what is your tip for if let's not call it a recession, but in a downturn, marketing in a downturn?
Well, we know that you're going to have to work harder to get business in a downturn. So it's even more important and critical that you personalize your pitch and you personalize with data the opportunity ahead for that prospect, for that buyer. The use of data to personalize the value and then time to value.
Right. Well, and there's two thoughts there, but one is that really understanding your customer, understanding their pain points, and then you mentioned this notion of speed to value, and that's a really, I think, important one. Jeff Morgan, what's your tip?
I think in an uncertain economy, we have to make sure that we're shoring up our relationships with existing customers and partners. And if we can strengthen our value to them and we can ensure that they are having a good experience with our product, then we're less likely to be the vendor that gets the axe, and we're more likely to be the one that they trust in the long term.
Exactly. I love that. Okay, Dave Bornmann, Higher Logic. Dave, what's your tip?
I'm going to play off of Jeff's and establishing those relationships and shoring those up with the customers and specifically helping demonstrate the value that your product brings to their organization in a way that they can consume and also serve up internally within their organization, because inevitably in these times, people will start looking for opportunities to cut, and you want to be crystal clear of the value your product brings to their organization.
And it's interesting. There are a lot of ways to state the value. Thank you for that, because you could say, hey, you used our product 10 times in the last 10 months and it delivered this. But if you can push it a little further and say, this made you look good in your company, you're a hero because of the things that we helped them do. Maybe you've even cemented it. But I love that. Yes, reminding your customers. Okay, Guy, Webflow, Guy, bring us home. One more tip.
One penguin to another. I'd say reframe your relationships with your customers. It's building on the theme. Understand what constraints are changing for them individually and as a company. And if you have the ability to do it yourself, don't focus on the near term. Shift to the constraints they have. You mentioned it earlier in the discussion, Drew. Can you give them a discount today for a longer term engagement tomorrow? Maybe that fits to their constraints and helps you.
So it really is. We've always talked about marketers know the customer better than anyone else. So this is the moment to take advantage of that knowledge and really go back to your customer and say, I know you're feeling a lot of pain. Can we talk about that pain? Maybe we can help it go away in some way. Anyway, if you're a B2B CMO who can share care, dare with the best of them, and is dealing with an uncertain market, do yourself a favor. Check out CMOHuddles.com. We even have a free starter program. I'm Drew Neiser. That's your Tuesday tip. Peace out.